Yeah. There's this family way of looking at things. I'm going to get mine before you're going to get yours. But when you have a currency that other countries are dependent upon to be, well, not just strong but fair, right? The US dollar can be too strong. It can actually have the effect of choking the economies, right, of other nations. So there's this whole idea that I'm legally obligated to protect other nations that trust the strength of the United States dollar. Mhm. Now, I found out that there were some other nations out there that have their currency pegged. Yes. Does anybody know where the Queen of England is? Because I was reading about this pound sterling. They have it's called a British pound. Yes. It's got some nicknames: pound sterling, sterling, quid, and nicker. Yeah. Mhm. And then there's these banknotes that they use, rarely used, 100 pounds. Well, 100 pounds is only about $125. Now, as I understand it, I thought your denomination of money, yes, was a lot larger. I thought it was like 500 or 1,000 pounds, but the rarely used 100-pound note of the of the British pound. Is that right? Oh, you're afraid that people are gonna go to a bank, yes, take out 1,000-pound note. They're gonna run around and buy all kinds of illegal items instead of maybe going out and spending it. As if it were easier to spend 10 100-pound notes than one 1,000-pound note. You might not understand the effect of thinking that you're wealthy because of the amount of money you have in your pocket. But when you get a 500 or 100 or 1,000 a pound note, it makes you feel like you have a lot of money. So now there is a way for governments to completely screw up the whole world. Oh, look at this, the GBP to the CNY. Yes. I noticed the yuan is really having some inflationary effect, and I wondered if anybody's been selling this whole Brexit sterling pound problem. Because as I look at the history right now, it looks like somebody's trying to choke the Chinese economy. Yes, using a deflated British pound. Right. Because of some bullshit about Brexit. Now, I'm somewhat familiar with the yuan. Yes, yes, yes. When I was a financial consultant, I remember when they decided that they would allow their currency to float. And usually it's right in the 6 yuan range of the exchange rate with the US dollar. But these popular currency profiles, yes, I just want to look at the nations that are legally obligated to protect the other nations that peg their currency. Now, as far as I know, the Chinese don't have any other nations pegged to their individual currency. Yes, but I think that the British crown. Listen, Queen, you're trying to fuck up the world. Pouch. Now, I'm going to want to know the actual exchange rate of every currency in every nation of the world that has trusted that you as a nation would do what is in the best interest of those nations that have pegged their currency to your currency. Queen, your dogs are breaking the world's economic system. You understand? They have broken the judicial system of the United States. They decided to schedule me for a docketed hearing, a cell hearing, where they're going to decide if I'm sane or not. Now, I presented a lot of evidence, and it seemed to me that some royal families are doing the same stupid shit that they've always been doing. You're deflating your currency because you made up something about Brexit. I don't even fucking know what you're doing there. Yes, but I can read a chart. Yes.